dismissed me and said they were going ahead with it, and they had already booked clients for that mission in 2018. They were going ahead with us.
Complaints about the Titan and OceanGate made years before the deadly 2023 implosion today. A former employee and whistleblower testified under oath about his concerns from when he worked at the company. News 4's Katie Solt joins us now from North Charleston, where the second day of the Titan submersible hearings just wrapped up. Katie?
Tessa, David Lochridge is the former operations director for OceanGate. He said he started noticing red flags back in 2016 when he joined the company. He said he tried to go to the founder, other directors, but they weren't listening to him, and eventually he was fired. That's when he filed a formal complaint with OSHA.
Everything I'd raised in the report, they had an excuse, they had an answer, and not one of them gave me any confidence, not one of them. You know, from cathodic protection to nothing. It was a disgrace.
David Lochridge says he told OceanGate founder Stockton Rush for years the Titan submersible would not be a safe machine.
We all voiced concerns about what was happening in terms of the engineering of Titan, and even more so when the components started arriving at the facility in Everett during 2017.
He says he wrote a report for Rush and the board of directors outlining everything he felt needed to be fixed.
I did this so that all my voice concerns were put down on paper, and so that they could actually go, wow, I can see where he's coming with this. There's a lot of things on this report that could affect the integrity of this hull.
Instead of listening to him, Lochridge says the company fired him in 2018. Within a month of his dismissal, he went to OSHA to file an official safety complaint.
He decided at that point my issues and my concerns about public safety, about the public going in the submersible, were serious enough that he wanted me, he said it to me, I knew nothing about this, to be put and placed under the whistleblower protection scheme. And I did a formal interview process to be enrolled into that scheme on February the 8th, 2018.
But OceanGate filed a lawsuit against Lochridge and his wife. OceanGate alleged breach of contract, including violating terms of contractual employment and discussing confidential information. He says the company wanted him to drop his OSHA complaint.
They state that if I don't, they will contact previous employers, ex-spouses. OceanGate will contact US Immigration. Fraud, theft, everything's in this.
And what is that?
That is a settlement and release agreement that OceanGate's attorneys served to my wife and I in March 2018 to get me to back off.
Lochridge and his attorneys countersued OceanGate in federal court in August 2018. Today, Lochridge read emails from OSHA showing how for nearly a year his claim was not investigated, with OSHA citing the need to take care of older cases first.
Not once during all of this did they actually go down, pay a visit, talk to them, nothing.
And in late 2018, Lochridge says he dropped the complaint against OceanGate.
So we decided to walk away from the lawsuits and informed OSHA of this, as they hadn't started working on my case. And genuinely, it was too much for us as a family.
Lochridge says he never paid OceanGate any money, and they never paid him either. But he says he knew deep down there was always the risk of tragedy at OceanGate.
They bypassed it all. It was inevitable something was going to happen. And it was just when.
Hearings resume Thursday with testimony from a former mission specialist and scientific director. Coming up ahead at 7, our Conley Grayson has David Lochridge's kind of stark message for OSHA, who he says is actually partially to blame for the implosion. Working for you live in North Charleston, Katie Solt, News 4.